Don helped me by asking the right questions, by caring, made me feel comfortable that he didn't have any other agenda other than to see what it was that I was trying to accomplish, where I was, and how he can help me get there.
I'll keep pulling you forward towards everything it is that you say you want. That's my commitment to you.
Is success looking forward or looking backward? That's a pretty interesting question. You're successful, whatever you've created now, that could be a whole lot of money, a business, a career, whatever it is, that's just where you are now. So from here, and here's the only time we have, what's the next success you want to create? And that could be better business, bigger business, could be more money, could be a whole lot of different things. And we tend to think about financial and career and business and those things. But let's think about success at a higher level. What would make life so good you just couldn't stand it? You just couldn't wait to get out of bed in the morning. What are the things that you'd like more of? What does your next look like? Your next could be something totally different, or it could be just rich and juicy right where you are. It could be taking care of those things you've neglected. What if you just felt better? Just the things that used to bother you don't bother you. That doesn't mean they're not important. That doesn't mean you're not dealing with them, but you're not getting torn up about it. You know, the anger, the frustration, the disappointment, those start to just go away. What if you could look at what you truly want from right now and just go out and create it? And those things you want less of, go out and create that. That's what I mean by success. I'd like you to really, really think about that and think about what it would feel like to have those things that you just haven't been able to pay attention to, but they're really important to you. So now, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about coaching. Why would you hire a coach? What does a coach do? Well, we'll start with the basic idea that you can't solve a problem from inside the problem, and you can't see your own blind spots. Why do CEOs of big public companies have coaches? Why do professional athletes have coaches? They have coaches to help them in their game or their sport, but they also have coaches to help them get their head on straight, to help them clear out the things that are in their way and see the possibilities differently. I work with a coach. Coaches are for people that want to be better. They're tired of doing it the hard way. So what I do with clients is sort of simple, and on the surface, it's simple enough to explain. We get real with where you are now. We get accurate. I help you see things you can't see. And all of a sudden, we put that reality right out on the table, the good, the bad, and the ugly, without any judgment. And then let's look at a new future. Let's look at a future. If right now you're a 7.5 or an 8.5, well, let's look at a 10. So we look at what that would mean to you without getting all hung up in whether you can do it or not, or why the timing's not right, or why you don't have enough time. All those things, those are the reasons you don't have it. You're trying to get before the horse. I want you to just look at what it is that you want. And now what's in the middle? What's been standing in the way? Too busy, don't know what to do, it's going to cause conflict, I don't want to deal with that. Whatever it is. Well, let's sort all that out, and then we'll figure out what to do, and we'll start doing. We're going to create from the inside out. And as we do that, your old ceiling becomes your new floor, and that old ceiling is gone, and big things are going to happen. That's the work that we do. Now, I'm going to shift gears one more time and talk about my group coaching program that is just now opening up for enrollment. I'll start by kind of describing the last group and what happened and what that's about, and then you can think about it. So in the group that we just finished back in June, we had 6 fantastic guys, business owners, professionals, different ages, different stages of life, all dealing with some of the same stuff and all dealing with their own challenges. And we came together twice a month for 6 months, plus some individual coaching on the front end and back end. And we changed their worlds. It was a huge success. I had a lot of fun. They had a lot of fun. How do I know it was successful? Well, I can tell by the way people showed up. I can tell by the enthusiasm. I can tell by the sharing and the openness and the comments. I can tell by what happened. We had participants who were intending to increase their income by X, and right now they're 2.5 times that increase. They're 2.5 times X, opening up the business in a whole new way. That vision that he'd never been able to quite get to, well, he's getting to. He's seeing it. He's making it happen. This is all happening within a year. And he has said to me more than once, that was the best investment I've ever made. Well, that's nice to hear, but it says that's the best investment he ever made. I'm thinking of another one who's got a great business. He's got a couple young kids, and he's looking at how he makes his business be less dependent on him and how he frees himself up for more of what's important to him. His business is important, of course, but that's going really well. And he can just help it go better. But at the same time, how about less stress, working a little less, empowering others, bringing others in and up, having a little more time for a few more trips, a little more space for kids, marriage, all those things. Well, that's kind of important too. That's what he wants. Good for him. He's creating that more and more and more. And I could run through all 6. We had some really, really transformational changes taking place in a pretty short amount of time. It's the same great work that I do one-on-one. It's a different format. And this is important. The group dynamics really adds a lot. I mean, it's different than one-on-one coaching for sure, but a lot of one-on-one within. But the 30-minute breakout sessions that we did, they almost got more out of that than anything. They learned, they got excited, they went back and they changed some things. That's what coaching's about. That's what my group coaching program brings to the party. It's that place and that presence of the right people and the right energy and me there to just help you sort it out and figure out what you want to change and then start marching to that change. You may have never thought of something like this, or really never worked with a coach or thought much of working with a coach, or maybe you worked with a coach and you didn't get that much out of it before. Whatever it is, think about a commitment. And I can tell you this, and you can take it to the bank. Big change happens from big commitment. Nothing happens without commitment. You think change is hard, that's because you don't know how to change. You don't have a process for creating change. So you're out there creating by default, and an awful lot of that's worked really well, a lot of it not so well. So think about something new, think about a big commitment, think about how that can move you forward and what that can mean to you. And I invite you to a conversation. If this sounds interesting to you, reach out to me, Don at donscottcoach.com. And by the way, you can hop on my website, donscottcoach.com, and you can see a little segment that we've created on the group coaching program. But reach out to me and say, hey, Don, let's have a 30, 45-minute conversation, and I'd like to explore some things that I'd like to change and what I could expect. And I'll help you do that. That's kind of what I do. I'm gonna help you see some things that you can't see just in that first conversation. I can promise you this, if we don't do anything other than just have that first conversation, it will serve you. Just send me an email.